Hello, boys and girls from Life Center PH King Street in South Carolina and all kids from around the world. Welcome to today's devotion on how to guard your heart. Last week we had two devotions and they both talked about guarding your heart with your mouth. We talked about one, telling the truth and using kind words. You see, Proverbs 4:23 told us that above all else, guard your heart, for everything that you do flows from it. So if everything that we say flows from our heart, if we're using bad words, then there's something wrong with our heart, which means not physically wrong, but that means we have sin in our heart. So I hope you practiced using kind words this last week. And I hope that you have been praying and reading your Bible. Today, we're going to be talking about, I will guard my heart with my eyes. Say that big point with me. I will guard my heart with my eyes. You say, Miss Christy, how do you guard your heart with your eyes? What does that mean? Does that mean my glasses? Are my glasses going to help my heart? No, but they're going to help me to be able to see. They're going to help me to be able to read. Well, with sunglasses, if I wear sunglasses outside, will that guard my heart? No, but it will guard my eyes from the sun. Then the sun can't hurt my eyes, so that I can still see. I want to protect them from the sun. Will goggles guard my eyes? I don't have any goggles with me today, otherwise I'd have them on. But will goggles help my heart? No, but they'll guard us from chemicals when we're doing a science experiment, or if we're doing something like cutting onions, it might keep the onion juice out of your eyes maybe. But glasses, sunglasses, and goggles, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about guarding our eyes with what we look at and what we see. Proverbs 4:25 says, let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. Your gaze is how you're looking. Okay? We know there's a lot going on around us. I can get on TV and I can watch the news. And I'm looking at that. If I look at that all day long, that's going to make me feel bleh. Because there's not a lot of positivity, not a lot of good stuff, right? But when you watch a cartoon like Tom and Jerry, or I don't know what your favorite cartoons are. I love Tom and Jerry, and I loved Bugs Bunny growing up. That would make me feel good. I would feel happier. Okay? That is true. But if I start to watch TV shows that there's people killing people, or they're using a lot of negative words like cuss words, and it's a scary movie or a bad movie, I start to feel bad. It makes me feel down in the dumps. It makes me scared sometimes, but I know I don't have to be afraid because God's with me, right? Well, that's what this is talking about. The Bible says that our eyes are a lamp to our body. So if we're watching things that are not good things and they're sinful things, we might start acting on it. For instance, if you're watching movies with a lot of bad words, well, you might get angry and in the middle of your anger, say those bad words. Well, then you have just sinned and not done what God wants us to do. And then all of a sudden you're feeling bad because you're like, oh, I should have said that. I'm sorry, God, please forgive me. And hopefully you truly mean that if you do that. But sometimes people won't just stop. They will continue to watch those shows, and it gets easier and easier and easier to cuss and to do those things. Also think about this. When you're with your parents, if they're eating something and you don't know how to eat it, what do? You watch your parents. You watch what they do. If they eat with their hands, guess what? You're going to eat with your hands. You copy them. Some people don't really believe that what you watch on TV is going to affect you, or what you watch on a video game is going to affect you. But believe it or not, it can if you do not guard your heart. So be careful what you watch and what you see. Be careful with your friends of what you watch them do. Yeah, eating food with our hands sometimes is not a bad thing, but if you're eating with somebody who does not have really good manners and they're eating with their hands, guess what you're going to do? And then you go home and you eat with your parents, and your parents are going, "What are you doing? Why are you eating that way?" They're going to correct you, right? But we tend to do what our parents do. We watch our parents every day. Mom, dad, whoever you live with, you watch them and you do what they do. So the same thing holds true with TV and video games and anything else that you watch. Just be careful what you watch this week. If something starts to make you feel bad, or you start to do those things, you don't need to watch them. So say with me, I will guard my heart with my eyes. Love y'all.
Just because something or someone seems good does not mean that they are good. Hey guys, it's me again, Douglas, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about how looks can be deceiving. Do you guys know what an anglerfish is? Well, an anglerfish is this really, really ugly fish, and it lives deep down in the ocean. I don't know why deep sea fish are always so ugly, but this is a very, very ugly fish. And an anglerfish has this thing on top of his head. It's almost like a fishing pole coming up out of his head, and it's got a little light on the end of that little thing coming out of his head. And way down deep in the bottom of the ocean, they shine this little light, and other fish see this little light and like, oh look, a pretty little light. And they'll swim over to it, not paying too much attention, and then the anglerfish eats them up. And so they saw this pretty little light, but it turned out to be a big old ugly fish. You know, there are tons of things out there, and people too, that might seem to be one thing but turn out to be another. Sometimes things that look good turn out to be bad, and sometimes things that look bad turn out to be good. You really can't always judge a book by its cover. You know, if a stranger, like an adult, asks you to go somewhere with them, even if they seem really nice and they've got like a little dog, or maybe they give you an ice cream cone or something, I can promise you that is not a good person. Or sometimes, you know, maybe you've got a friend who is happy all the time. They're always happy. They're always smiling. They're always telling jokes. They could actually be going through a really hard time. You can't just judge a book by its cover. You can't always trust what you see with your eyes. You know, there might be a new show that all your friends are watching, and so it seems like a good show, but it turns out to actually be a really bad show. Or I don't know if you know what a kiwi fruit is, but that fruit is literally brown and fuzzy. It looks like an egg that was rotten 30 years ago. But if you peel off the outside, it's got this green, delicious fruit inside. You really cannot always trust what you see. And so my challenge to you guys today is this. It's be careful and be alert and be diligent. Don't always trust what you see. And most importantly is read your Bible. Not just read it, but learn it and know it and hide it in your heart. Because God's word can help you to identify what is good and what is bad, what is true and what is false, what is beautiful and what is ugly on the inside, not just on the outside. Appearances can be deceiving, but nothing and nobody can lie to God or trick God. And He would love to help you learn what is true.